like the nicer, safer area.
There we go, fucking Craig.
Fucking Craig.
Hi, Ike and Cassidy. I haven't greeted you guys.
Hello. And then if you've ever been north of the city, do you know where Evanston is?
I've definitely been to the north. Oh yeah, I've been up there. I know where you're talking about. I'm looking at the map
That's
now.
where I was born.
Oh yeah, that's a nice area up there, man.
Yeah, my parents lived in like Lincolnwood area-ish, but more down towards the city where it starts getting kind of more shitty. And that's where they lived when me and my brother were born, and then they moved us out to Aurora because they didn't want us going to city schools, which I do not blame them for.
Yeah. There is one that I'm trying to recall what the heck the name of it is now. It's actually where the girlfriend that I was referring to went. It's evading me now. North Korea? No, it was a college. Walter Payton. That's where she went. Walter Payton College Prep. That was like downtown.
Yeah. My cousin, I forget where she went before, but she finished her like high school on cyber school because she didn't like city schools. So she did cyber school. Now she is just going to community college to get her core classes out of the way. And then next year she's transferring to Northwestern.
Oh, okay. Hey, at least she's got a goal.
Yeah, but I asked her, I'm like, how can you live here right now? I was like, how do you not want to leave? And she kind of just shrugged because she goes to sleep hearing gunshots every night.
Uh-huh.
And she's had multiple friends from like school get shot and killed.
That's insane.
Yep.
And I was like, how do you not want to move? And she just kind of shrugged. She's like, this is all I know.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, you need to move. Yeah, it's gotten even bad, like up in Lincolnwood, where it used to be like a pretty nice area because you were like north of the city, has even gotten so bad to the point where like my uncle won't let my aunt go get gas for her car.
Jeez.
He takes her car because there's been so many like carjackings and like muggings and shit lately. And of course they target female drivers because
Easy targets, yeah.
Yeah.
In their minds at least. But yeah. It can get pretty rough, but there are some nicer areas, and the other than the you know, the what I was saying, the waffle chicken and waffle, which is freaking delicious up there. You got deep dish, which even sates my appetite. I can't eat
It's
more
good.
than
Deep dish is good stuff.
So when we were up there, so Sunday night, my grandma got us Lou Malnati's because my brother's birthday is Friday, and my grandma ordered dinner, and my uncle and aunt came down for like a dinner for my brother. And my uncle was like, all right, what are we going to have? Do you want to bring anything? My grandma was like, no, I'm just going to order Lou's. And my uncle was like, really? Like, for his birthday dinner? Because, like, he turns 30, and they were like, that's kind of a big, like, birthday, so, like, you don't want to order anything, like, fancy? And my grandma was like, no, trust me, they can't get Lou's, they'll want Lou's.
Oh.
And so she ordered lose, and my brother was so happy. But she ordered 2 large pizzas, which was way more than we needed.
Yeah.
We had an entire pizza left over.
I would
so
bet.
she put it into
Wow.
containers, and we brought it home. So my brother took 4 pieces, my parents took 2, and then I brought 2 home. So last night we got home, and Ike opened the container and grabbed a piece, and I was like, "You're not heating it up?" He went, "Nope," and just shoved the whole piece in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was happy, and me and my grandma had Italian beefs for dinner Saturday night, because you can't find those out here either.
I had a coworker in Indiana
What's
make
for
Italian
dinner?
beef, and I had no idea what the fuck it was. She was like, "Yeah, she brought a crock pot of Italian beef in," and I was like, "The fuck is Italian?" She's like, "Italian beef. I made Italian beef sandwiches." I didn't say it out loud, but in my head, I was like, "What the fuck is Italian beef?" And then she told me how she made it and the whole recipe, and I was like, "No shit."
Deliciousness on a bun is what
Yeah.
Italian beef sandwiches are.
Yeah, my mind was blown. It was new.
Is it
So
not
good.
just like the sloppy Joe?
No.
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 No. So it's
I'm looking it up. Oh, so it's kind
yeah.
of like a Philly cheesesteak.
Yes, but with Italian seasoning. So there's no you
Yeah.
literally use like a packet, like there's like dry ranch that you can use to make ranch sauce, or you can like do oven baked ranch chicken or whatever. You can buy Italian seasoning and there's dry packets too, and you use that to make it. Well, at least at home. I'm sure restaurants have their own special blends, but the lady that brought it into work, that's what she used. So you basically let like prime rib or slices of beef like simmer overnight in juices and this Italian seasoning blend, and then you put cheese on it and peppers, and you put that on a bun. And
Probably not as good as that, but I feel like I've had this, but just by like on accident. The thing that I was also going to say that if you're in Chicago, you gotta. And I'm not a hot dog person, but it's the Chicago dog.
I love Chicago
the footlong.
dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're on sesame seed buns, or not sesame seed, poppy seed. Thank you. And then they have like so many toppings on it, and I'm a straight toppings guy. I'll just put like toppings on my toppings and toppings and toppings, and because I'm not playing the hot dog game for the hot dog, because that's just lips and assholes. I'm on it for the toppings, and they put so many toppings on that, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Still
So I
waiting
usually
on.
buy like bratwurst and hoagie buns, not hot dogs and hot dog buns. I feel like just like regular ballpark hot dogs and hot dog buns, like that's just agreed. It's not a satisfactory meal. It's tasty. I'll eat it. Don't get me wrong. But if I'm in charge of the menu, we're buying bratwurst and hoagie buns.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I just sent a thing to the Facebook chat with knockoff Italian beef recipe. If anybody's interested, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a go. The oregano, that's what gets me. I love oregano.
I even will buy like just a roast. If I can't find sliced beef, I'll just buy a roast and then shred it, instead of trying to use like sliced beef. You gotta dip when you make it, though. You have to take your bun before you put your meat in it, and just very quickly and lightly dip it into the liquid of the meat. You can
like
actually
the inside surface, like open it up and like flatten, like okay.
So you can get them in Chicago whenever you order them. You can get them dipped. So they put everything on and then just dip the whole sandwich into the juice.
Ooh.
And it's fantastic that way, but my God, is it messy.
Yeah.
Things are always best when they're messy.
They are.
It becomes a fork and knife sandwich.
Yeah.
You guys hear me all right, or is my mic soft?
You're pretty soft.
Yeah, you're pretty
Okay.
soft, bro.
All right, well, I'll just keep chatting. Tell me when it's good and loud and clear, and we can start playing the game. Sound good? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good? No, I don't know. I'm trying to find words to say now.
Keep going,
Yeah,
Father.
I mean, I can hear you a lot better.
Oh man,
I've
it must
just
have
been
like
sitting here
super
staring
turned
at the
down.
wrong game the whole time.
Nice. Okay.
Oh,
I
you
feel like I've
loaded
been.
into Manny.
Yeah, because
Alright.
we're doing.
Alopolis.
Yeah. I was like, none of this looks right.
Oh, I made it.
That's right. We were in the poop chute last week.
You.
Oh yeah.
Back in the
Oh, we
Herdopolis.
went back to the office this week, and we had like our weekly meeting, but we were all in person, so like we were just like catching up and chatting, and we are talking about how shitty it is that the men's bathroom is like not working. And like in the conversation, I like really wanted to like. There's like a moment where I was like, "Oh, the poop chute," and I was like, "Nope, nope, wrong crowd, wrong crowd." I was like, I didn't say anything, and I was like, "Oh man, that kind of sucks because it would be so good." But no one would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out today, speaking of such, and I'm glad for Twitter for this reason, because I was rewriting the recap for Manolopolis, and I was like, what the hell do you call like a gaggle of imps? Like, I know there's some sweet ass names out there, I just don't know what it is for, like, because a flock of crows is a murder, a flock of vultures is awake. Like, what's a flock of imps?
What is it?
A flock of seagulls is a band.
No
Really?
one's given me a distinctive answer, but they've come up with some creative ones. They've gotten my favorite so far, I think, is an imp brav.
Oh,
Ah.
a large
Um,
gathering of whales is a pod.
Yep.
Just to clarify, when I said a flock of seagulls is a band, I don't mean a flock of seagulls is called a band. I mean that there is a band called a flock of seagulls.
Thanks for clarifying.
That makes a lot more sense. I like that better.
D&D aspect of this, a grouping of Aracroca is just Aracroca.
Oh, that is good to know. Just
Yeah.
in case.
I looked that up last week.
The other good one, this is the first one that that actually made me. It took me a second, but it definitely made me almost laugh out loud in my desk at work. Was a P of imps.
P, like PEA?
Just P, the letter. Pimps. Yeah, no, took me a minute too. Anywho, since we're all here, it seems now, except for Shia again, it would behoove me to explain what was going on last. We were exiting the cave, and you guys had just looked at the colossal tree that had been desecrated, but basically burned to cinders, and that does not hit with the dick.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my last key point.
I thought the last one was your last one.
I have 5 now.
Oh,
Because
nice.
you get 1 per level. Oh, I'm going to use it to do stunning strike. So when you hit with a melee weapon, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of my next turn if it fails a Constitution saving throw of 11. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
So, what does that entail, though? Too, like, what are you doing for that?
It's so whenever I hit with my Staff of Radiant Badassery,
Huh?
because I got a successful hit, it just adds to the hit.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like extra, like I hit him so hard that he was stunned, but because he made the saving throw, he's not stunned.
Okay. So I would describe that as you would run away from Zabib's attempts to embrace you, and seeing your companions in trouble, and struck this stone golem on the back. Just thwack! And with extra force and the imbued with the ideal of trying to startle them, obviously. And it did deal some damage. You've seen some flakes of stone come away as you had struck it, but it doesn't seem to even get his attention otherwise.
And that'll end my turn.
Then it's his turn.
Couple questions. Is it a humanoid?
I don't think its technical classification is humanoid, but it is in the shape of a human. 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, body. Because a humanoid, I believe, classification-wise, is like flesh and bones.
Okay.
But this is obviously like a 15-foot tall stone.
Yeah, I think they're classified as constructs.
Yeah.
Okay. And then whenever Squall did his hellish rebuke, did it look like the flames hurt him?
It did. Yes.
Okay. I guess it doesn't matter at this point because I'm still a bear. So here I go. Roar, up to him. And I'm regretting being a bear, but I'm going to make a bite attack and a claw attack. Well, 7 for the bite attack. Misses. And 9 for the claw attack. Why am I rolling so bad? Okay. So Bear Thea is super clumsy in this form, apparently. Like tripping over her own feet. Like makes her way over to this golem, but like swipes and somehow misses a 15-foot rock in front of her. And
I would actually describe it as you had struck the rock, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Like it was just like, but nothing.
yeah,
Nothing.
it
actually
wouldn't have
broke.
done anything even if I hit, right?
Exactly.
Is Bear Thea aware of that?
Pretty much. I mean, when Beerthea attacked the stone golem, it felt like attacking a rock.
I feel dumb. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna unbear myself. No, I'm staying with it. I'm staying here. Staying here. And that's it. It's a rough one.
Then it would be Idril's turn. looks like.
Okay, so when I did the arrows, it didn't look like it did any damage besides just stick in the stone.
Correct.
Hmm. So I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike, I think. Okay. So, oh crap, it didn't say whether or not it can be bonus action or not. Because it's when I hit him.
I know. I understand. And I think it's you cast it on yourself, and we've done it before in this case too, where you cast it on yourself and then you attack them.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure about. Well, fucking miss. I guess I'll try again with my action attack. I tried to ensnare him.
So the first one doesn't hit, obviously, but the second one does. And sinks into his shoulder, but doesn't seem to do anything else beyond that.
And the ensnaring strike vines appear I'm just gonna say the vines appear around his feet, I shot towards his legs. So the vines sprout from the point of impact and attempt to try to bind him. But did he make a save? No. So that means he is restrained.
What's your spell DC?
13.
Ah, okay, nice. Okay. So yeah, your arrow struck in his calf instead of his shoulder, and then
okay. And then at the start of his next turn, or at the start of each of his turns while he's restrained, he'll take 6 piercing.
Okay.
And I guess restrained just means he can't move.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna do.
Then it would be Squall's turn.
Alrighty. So I've got while I'm flying, I have 50 feet of movement. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go 25 more feet up in the air. And I'm gonna move I'm gonna move over here with the remainder of my movement. So that brings me to I'm 65 feet up in the air now. So I'm gonna hit him with Eldritch Blast again, which still has a 300-foot range. First one does not hit. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. 14 damage. And then that'll end my turn.
What that does.
Oof.
So you, I can describe if you'd like.
Yeah, sure.
You again cast your Squall, and then as the blast force comes forth, it the first beam lances over his shoulder just in front of Thea on the ground, and the second one hits right in the center of his chest again. popping off a piece of his stone. Then it would be Zabib's turn over here, and he's kind of drifting, aim with no purpose, and he's like, oh, guys, slowly towards you. And it'll be Mime's turn.
All right, so I'm gonna run away. I can walk 25 feet. Cool. So 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna kind of stand in between the pillars. And try to fuck up the stone giant golem again. Go with another guiding bolt. Kapow. 17 to hit.
Just hits.
11 damage. Dun dun dun. I'm gonna do my bonus action again. Tried and true. Kapow. 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Or rather, I guess we'll describe it too as that your radiant guiding bolt comes lancing down to the sky and strikes him again on the beer belly, but just off to the side, creating another pothole in the belly, and just of stone pops off, and as you're finishing up the guiding bolt, you throw the hand up as if you're bringing the pick to bear against him again, and it flies over his shoulder and just into the air. Then it will be his turn. And
All right.
okay. He just reaches up into the sky and lifts up one of his left leg and just slams it down on the ground and sends a jolt through the ground. Everyone in the 10-foot range, which is Gunther, Zeph, Thea, and I guess just barely Mime. Squall, you're in the air, so that doesn't
I'm within 10 feet.
Oh,
Just-
wisdom saving throw? Is that right?
It is right, but it doesn't really describe to me how he's casting slow. So a giant rock casting slow makes me confused. The only thing that I could think of is that he's actually like slamming his foot down on the ground.
Oh, this is annoying. Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Oh, wait. I should do that as a black bear.
All right. Fuck you, stone golem.
Is Gunther actually... Is he just stable, or is he... What's going on with him?
What do you mean?
Is he alive?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, he's alive. He came back to consciousness.
oh, he got a natural 20.
Well, damn. So it looks like Zeph and Thea are the only ones that didn't jump just at the right time as the shockwave was resounding around the stone golem and hit right on top of the sine wave of the undulating earth. And now you are tripped up, basically, and your speed is halved, and you can't make more than one attack this per turn. On its next turn. On your next, yeah. Creature's either action bonus can take either an action or a bonus action on its turn, but not both. So it only it only happens for your turn. So Thea and Zeph, you can only take one action next turn, not a bonus action, and your movement is halved. Basically.
Okay.
So that's when I read that the first time. This is why that description makes sense of how he actually attacks for it. Like you got tripped up basically from it.
Yeah, that sucks. So we roll a saving throw then at the end of our turn.
No, you just rolled the saving throw as he threw the attack basically, and then on your next turn you're like recovering, and you can attack, but you just can't bonus attack and attack.
How do we get out of it then?
You're fine after that. After your turn, then you're fine. But it is Gunther's turn, who is not affected, who jumped over that undulation in the earth.
Okay. Gunther is gonna blink 40 feet. Over here.
Oh, nice. Just poof on the other side of the arch.
And he's gonna lick his wounded paw and be sad.
Roll a d4 to regain health.
Oh.
Licking is a healing.
A 4.
Okay, so he regains 4 health. Then it would be Zeph's turn.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just attack it with my staff. And it doesn't hit. That'll end my turn.
You strike again on the back of this giant stone golem, just whack, and it doesn't seem to really care. And then it would be Thea's turn.
Yeah, this sucks for me too, because I was gonna use a bonus action to not be a bear and then attack him, but have speed, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna back up as a bear clumsily, and then use my bonus action to turn back into myself. And that's all I can do because of the slow.
But you cannot use a bonus action, so you cannot.
Well, I can't use. I can only use a bonus action or an action, not both.
Oh, you haven't used an action, right? Correct.
Yeah.
I got
it's just unfortunate because I can't really do anything, but I can't do anything as a bear. So
I'm picking up what you're laying down. But then it would be Idril's turn. I'm working on getting your character back here. There it is. Idril. Oh, darn it. Every time.
Nice.
Giant Thea.
I like to think that I look a little bit wonky when I first come back because I'm like shaping back into myself.
What to do? I don't really have anything that works on. Because from what I've seen so far, bludgeoning and piercing or slashing don't do damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I picked up from.
Yep, pretty much.
Well, fuck. Well, there's not really anything I can do. So I'm gonna step this way. I'm gonna head over here to pick up my arrows out of the mummy over here.
The dust pile that is the mummy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start like collecting my arrows and ponder what I could possibly do.
Then it would be Squall's turn.
How tall are these stone like lintels and stuff?
Oh, they're probably
Giant.
the giant can just clear them. So the bottom of the lintel itself is at about 15 feet. The top is probably a good solid 5 feet above that, about 20.
Alrighty.
All right. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna use acid splash on him. So he needs to make a dex saving throw of 15 or higher. Sweet. On for damage. He takes 8 damage of acid.
So how are you casting that?
Basically, so I'm gonna move too. So basically, what I want to do is like fly over him and carpet bomb him with the acid, and then my movement will take me all the way to here.
Oh, okay.
Are you bird pooping on him?
So, however you want to describe that, you were more than welcome to do so.
I was just wondering from the so it says you hurl a bubble of acid. So are you?
I can Kamehameha it for all I care.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure where you were making the bubble from. That's where I was getting at with that.
Yeah, if anything, like, so I can have my talons like this. Like, I can do this motion, and the acid can actually pull off of my talons and form that bubble.
Okay, so you kind of make
throw it at him.
You kind of take both your hands, hold them over each other, and create a bubble. Just and as you're flying across, and it goes across the back of his shoulders and leaves a splash indent in his stone. And he screams at you as you fly by.
Gotcha.
And then Zabib is wandering ever closer to you guys, but he notices Idril as he moved up to gather his arrows and goes, Idril? Is that you? And he reaches towards you to grab for your hand. Help me! I don't understand! 13.
13 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
What? I think that misses. I like jerk my arm back. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
He's like, I'm trying to understand. I'm like, I think my body's over there.
Yes, you've died.
Ah, fuck! I've been
I'm sure if you chose to move on, you would leave this world and enter a place of happiness.
The goddess believes in an never-ending library of knowledge from all of the ages, but
Maybe that's where you'll go.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, but how am I supposed to pass on? I have so much to do.
I will complete your mission for you so that you have nothing to hold you here and you can pass on knowing that your mission will be completed
He
by
seems
my.
to fade from existence from everybody else except for Idril. And
Oh no, am I going to be haunted?
and he goes, "Well, I'll accompany you on that task."
Okay, just don't touch me and hurt me.
He goes, "Understood for now." Then it is Mime's turn.
Ah! Oh no!
So I have this ability called Preserve Life. So I know we're slowly chipping away, but at the snow golem. But I can heal people within 30 feet of me. So I know Gunther and Zeph are both not looking too great. And I don't know if I can use this on myself.
How many people can you get?
Any. I have 30 hit point or 20. I have 20 hit points to distribute to anybody within 30 feet of me.
Oh.
It doesn't say I can't use it on myself.
No.
I would
Yeah.
love to be preserved if I'm within 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gunther definitely is. I see. So everything gets overlapped on my screen. I see Zeph. Thea. I can't tell where your health bar is, but yeah. So I think I can get 5, 10, 15. Yeah, Thea, Zeph, and Gunther are all here. So I can do. I don't know, DM, if you're going to let me use this on myself or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So I'm going to give 5 to each of us.
Okay.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah.
Yay.
And so since I can't use 2, that's going to be it for me.
Then the golem turns slowly, just around. That looks really weird in this angle. Thrust his beer belly out again towards you, Zeph, for 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
With a 26 bludgeoning.
I'm down.
And I would say from that too, you just kind of off of his beer belly, off to the side, and he takes 3 more steps towards Thea here, the closest beyond Mime, who's seems to have hidden under this arch, and thrust out his beer belly again. 15 to hit.
Oh, misses.
Just barely.
Yeah,
Guessing.
16.
Ah, nice. So he lumbers up, just up to you, and you see him coming around the rock, and he thrusts out his beer belly, and you sidestep just back around the rock a little bit as he thrusts his belly out towards you. Just and you're like, oh fuck, not today. And then it's Gunther's turn.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gunther's gonna run over here and hang out with Shia. Gunther is not built for this fight. All he can do is bite and get hurt. So
I know how Gunther feels.
yeah. So he's gonna keep Shia company.
Gunther, Shia pats Gunther's head. Then it would be Thea's turn. It looks like. Oh no, Zeph, roll a death save for me.
I also want to let you guys know.
At 16.
Come back. You just as you landed on the stone, your head strikes one. Your consciousness fades, and you come back standing up, like what happened?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
cool.
Then it would be Thea's turn. And I what you're trying to say there, Olivia, is it's 9:59.
Oh, yeah, sure. I wasn't even looking at the time. I have all kinds of like helpful spells. I have like spare the dying. I have cure wounds. I have that
okay.
I've just now lesser restoration, prayer of healing.
Ah.
I should focus less on attacking and more on like, restoring you guys. My bad. I apologize for not paying attention to that earlier.
All good.
I'll work on running around and healing.
Okay. Did the acid affect him?
It seemed to have, yes.
I'm going to cast Produce Flame, so I'm just gonna do one of these, like ball with my hand and flame appears like in my picture, and then I can throw it at him. I can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you kind of caress a flame with your two hands out of existence and just lob it at him from the center of mass as hard as you can.
Does 16 hit?
No.
No. Okay. Then I'm going to move around the back of this rock.
I do love that 2-hit has become Hoyt, though.
16 to Hoyt.
And the flames spread just across his chest, just with a...
I don't think I've hit with an attack yet in this combat.
It would be Idril's turn. I don't know, honestly. I thought you'd hit the Wraith or something, or the Mummy. You definitely hit the Mummies.
Yeah, I killed a mummy, but I've been pretty useless since then.
I mean,
Okay.
the Stone Golem has not been taking that much damage. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, can I still see Zabib?
Yes, but no one else can. As to what I mean, you don't quite know that, but everybody else has seemed to have ignored Zabib.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to him, and I'm like, "Hey, do you think you could help us out and try to mess with the stone golem for us, so that we can move on and start working on completing your mission?"
And he looks over at the stone golem that you've gestured towards, and he goes, "Perhaps." And he sort of floats towards him, reaching out a hand to press on the stone golem.
I'm like, "Go get him!" Cheering to thin air.
and his hand passes just through.
Oh my god.
And he goes, "Ow, it doesn't seem to help. I'm sorry." It's still your turn. You've only used a talk action, which is free action, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna I'm gonna run over here and pick up my arrows from here.
Okay.
Is the golem still restrained?
No, he's strengthed out of those. When he'd stepped towards Thea, he actually just broke the chains of the.
So I'm gonna cast that again at him. And try to restrain him again. If it'll fucking work. Go. There we go.
Mm-hmm. That hits. Just barely.
Okay. So now he's ensnared again.
Okay.
That'll be.
And I gave you control of Zabib. Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Just so that he gets into the turn order now. Again.
Yeah.
Squall, it is your turn.
Alrighty. I am gonna try Eldritch Blast again. First one doesn't hit. Second one does. 14 damage. I'm going to use 25 of my movement speed after the Eldritch Blast and move myself to this position, and that'll end my turn.
That is what that did. And your second blast of your squall strikes yet again on the back of him this time. Just a chunk of stone falls to the ground. Then it would be Bime's turn.
Okay. So am I still limited in how far I can walk, or is that effect over now?
That didn't strike you, I believe. You were able to jump over it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, cool.
And it is finished for Zeph and Thea currently, so.
25. Okay, so I want to get over. So if I come down here, that's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can come to the square. So I see Squall and Zeph, who are close to me. And so I'm gonna go ahead, I think, and roll this dude. Because I can also create a sanctuary and keep the golem from attacking people, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do Prayer of Healing. Which that didn't actually tell you what it does.
Range of 30 feet, instantaneous. Casting time.
Yeah, so up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Which, where can I find that?
Should be.
Is that wisdom? Modifiers +2?
Yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah, so you guys roll 2d8 +2.
Alrighty.
So wait, up to
And-
6 creatures of my choice that I can see. Oh yeah, 30 feet. Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet.
It has no effect on undead or constructs. Zabibs. SOL. So Squall, definitely Zeph. 5,
and
5,
Gunther.
10, 15, 20. Yeah. So roll
So
2d8.
we're rolling then?
Yeah, 2d8, and then you add 2.
The casting time though does read 10 minutes.
Oh,
I don't
fair.
I don't have the full description of what would happen there, but I'm assuming you kind of saunter over to this point and plop down cross-legged and start.
I hold my holy symbol.
Ah,
You guys can't
okay.
see it; it's under my shirt.
And a grasp towards your shirt and your chest. And you guys would get that back, I would say, on your turn.
Okay. I'll change that.
So, all looks like you are getting 9, because it's 2d8 plus 2 back on your turn.
Gotcha.
I don't see anybody else's roll here, though. Is that all you were doing there, Mime?
Well, I can use my bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to use spiritual weapon and fuck this stone golem up. Although I don't want it to take I don't want it to take the form of a pickaxe. I want it to take the form of rope and it like zoom at him, like at his feet, to try to like knock him down. Like sweep his feet out from under him.
And in doing so,
Tie around his feet. But sorry.
it goes towards him and kind of gets tangled in the mass that's already holding him there of Idril's spiky, thorny mass. Just
Gotcha.
and then out of existence again.
Okay.
Then it will
Yeah, then I'm
be
done.
this time, and he's going to do this. Which I'm trying to recall what does he has to make there, Idril.
13.
Okay, so he stands there and just shifts his legs back and forth like to try and get out of the mass and slams one of his legs down just to looks like and for Zeph, Thea, and Idril all need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I got a natural 20 plus 7.
Holy shit. You backflip over the incoming ground wave. And Zeph and Idril, you cannot make a bonus action next turn. Or you can only make a bonus action or an actual action. And your movement is halved. But Thea, you've dodged the wave from the ground that perpetuates from his feet striking. Then it would be Gunther's turn.
Gunther's not going to do much, but I guess he is going to get some of that health back.
Yep. Then
I
it would
rolled
be Zeph.
2 1s though, so that's cool.
Oh no. Still looks like it did a decent amount for Gunther though.
Yeah.
Oddly enough. So a total of
All right.
5. But Zeph, it is your turn.
Okay, so I had rolled an 11, and then it was plus 2, right? So it's
Mhm.
13. little bit better.
So as Mime's chanting on the ground there, you guys are kind of going to take your turn and just feeling rejuvenated and just at one with Mime and their particular mindset of everything will be okay.
So I'm gonna move up to him again, and I can only use my one thing, so I'm gonna use my quarterstaff. 18 to hit.
And that hits.
Okay. Ooh, a total of 20 damage.
Oh, okay, I see it now. You strike with the staff and it goes, and the actual strike of the staff doesn't seem to do anything, but the radiant of the staff just kind of digs furrows into the stone of his back, and he goes,
And that'll end my turn because I'm slowed.
Then it would be Theo's turn.
Okay, I'm one with Mime, and I have full health now. I give Mime finger guns, even though they're meditating and can't see him. And then
You feel it.
emotional finger guns. Moving 2 squares to the left, and I'm gonna try and cast Produce Flame again. So same kind of motion with my hands, but just like frustrated this time. And it misses. There's a 14.
It again splashes across. Instead of its chest this time, its back, and just.
Thea sits down and starts to meditate with Mime. Work on my chi.
And it's Idril's turn.
So does Zabib go? Like, is his turn with mine, basically?
It was. I'm trying to look. Did I roll? I'd rolled a while
Like, I
back. I'll just
can
re-roll.
move.
You can, correct. I was just looking to see where his initiative laid, but I thought I'd rolled it when I'd given you control of him. But I just rolled it now. And then you would take his turn on your turn, basically, or on his turn. His turn on his turn in the initiative order, but you can communicate with him still because speech is a free action.
Okay, but his turn's not happening yet.
Correct. It would just be yours. Just as Gunther's is separate from Thea's.
So I'll, like, step over here and make quote unquote eye contact with Zabib. And kind of like edge him on, like, you can do it. And then I will. What do I want to do? Ugh. Oh, you said fireworks against him, right? Or we noticed that fireworks against him.
I believe it was Squall that had noticed such.
Would Israel have noticed when Squall attacked him?
Hellish rebuked him, but yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over here.
This is rough terrain, so you'd probably make it to like there. If that was your wait, how were you? 5,
No, because
20, 25, 30. So maybe to here.
I have what's it called?
Adventure or something or
Oh,
other.
I have advantage on wisdom. Oh, survival check. Sorry, I'm getting distracted.
No worries.
Oh, I guess it's not a forest. It's rock. Okay. So I make it to there, is what you said?
And
I
at
make
that
it to
point,
there.
too, you notice some people approaching in the far corner off to you.
Okay.
But yes.
And this was this the kitchen?
Down here.
Yeah.
Yep. You're seeing into a cracked door of the kitchen of Tiddlywinks.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm out of my movement, so I'm just gonna stay here and like look like I'm headed towards the kitchen.
Okay. And I guess I should infill this portion too, but in this direction, this bulbous form that everyone can kind of see off to the farther direction is the stables that you recall from before, and you've been hearing some distraught whinnies coming, especially from the times where there are resounding sounds. Just the of horses. But if you were done with your turn, Idril would be Squall.
I would also like to point out it is almost 10:30. We'll probably need to sleep soon.
Yeah.
I'm okay to call it here if everyone else is. I mean,
Or a pause.
yeah. So I did my health, so I won't be forgetting that. So
Good. That was the last thing I think too. Beyond actually, Zeph, I think you got yours back, right?
Yeah.
Beyond actually killing this son of a bitch, but think with the resounding silence that's a pause. So next session.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. Gives you time for you guys to come up with a strategy to beat something that doesn't really give two shits about anything.
Right.
Rock.
So uncaring.
Yeah. By which this, if I have to get into here, I'll figure it out. But the stone in the center that was this like pillar is gone. It is formed into that golem.
Oh, there's no more stone.
Right. Yeah, I've just been trying to get to it. So along with everything else.
Oh, interesting.
So hiding behind it wasn't working.
Correct. Yeah, I wasn't there really.
Got it.
But I mean, you still dodged it, so it didn't really matter one way or the other. But
Cool.
so that's one less thing you have to destroy for the thing, at least. The platform. Because was the request from the goddess, to destroy all the things that are on top of her teleportation platform.
Yeah.
It's Idril's quest now.
I don't care about it. It's his request now. No request.
Alrighty, guys. And I will see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Later.
Below the poop chute.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Have a good week.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Hello?
Hey. I was
Oh,
just
there it is.
messaging Craig to leave.